And back home, the US Embassy in India in New Delhi celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day with grandeur featuring jazz legends Herbie, Hancock and Dianne Reeves, who mesmerized the audience with their soulful performances. Jessica Taneja has the details.
Grammy-winning pianist Herbie Hancock playing one of his timeless jazz groove, Watermelon Man. His groundbreaking jazz-funk compositions challenged racial norms by blending genres, creating a musical fusion that transcended cultural boundaries in the 1970s.
We're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. And he was an amazing man, and he became more amazing because he was here.
Every year, America commemorates Martin Luther King Jr. Day, honoring the life and legacy of the man who spearheaded the fight against racism in the 1950s and 1960s.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
He drew inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi's non-violent movement, uprooting racial segregation laws and securing equal rights for African Americans.
I remembered hearing a message by the president of Howard University, Dr. Mordecai Johnson, who had just returned from India. He spoke in Philadelphia on his trip to India and the whole philosophy of Gandhi and passive or non-violent resistance. Now, I was so deeply moved by the message that I went away and bought several books on the Gandhian, on Gandhi and Gandhian technique.
Here in New Delhi, paying homage to the revolutionary leader, U.S. Ambassador to India, Eric Garcetti, delivered a heartfelt tribute at the Piano Man Jazz Club, captivating a crowd of jazz enthusiasts.
A man who, inspired by Gandhi's nonviolence here in India, led our country to a better place, to a promised land, to a dream that he had of a world in which we didn't judge each other by how we look, our religion, what we speak, but who we were. And so it's fitting today that we are celebrating another great American creation, that of jazz, which this
An accomplished jazz pianist who used to write musicals, he left the audience spellbound with his riveting rendition. From George Floyd to Breonna Taylor, killings of black Americans by law enforcement is still rampant. 8 in 10 still encounter some form of racial discrimination even today. Almost 56 years after his death, for a man who had a uniquely brilliant way of speaking the language of liberation, America is still on the path to redeem itself from the scourge of racial bigotry. Jessica Taneja for DD India.